We've got exciting new specifications on the Sony a7 IV, giving us a glimpse into Sony's vision for the camera. The precise date and time of the announcement is now confirmed, and Sony has added a new, controversial feature to the a7 V that's not in any Sony full-frame camera. Click subscribe and we'll get right to it. And if you're already subscribed, please check to see that you're still subscribed, because some viewers have recently been unsubscribed by YouTube. Hi, I'm Simon. I love scanning the news and rumor sites, patent applications, and all the pro forums so that you don't have to, saving you more time for more important things like watching this video. Now, in my last Sony a7 V video, I detailed out a conservative baseline of what the Sony a7 V must do at a minimum, and based on what Sony generally does with not cannibalizing their camera line. And today, well, we have a leaked specification that elevates that baseline. Now, another source confirmed that the Sony a7 V has very good specs. I got them the past week from another trusted source. And this is good news. So what are the specifications? Well, Andrea said, I am now 80% confident that the Sony a7 V has a new sensor. Not only did Andrea kind of indicate this before, but we already knew this, didn't we? I even said so in a previous video. Even if Sony gives us the a7 V with the same resolution, there's no way that Sony would use the same a7 IV sensor. Sony would likely use a, well, smaller node process to allow more transistors on the sensor to provide more capabilities, or maybe perhaps even more RAM to deliver faster, more efficient, and performance throughput throughout the camera for some of those extra modes that we're going to find out very shortly. And Canon's been doing this for years. They released the Digic X image processor in 2020 with the 1DX Mark III and the R5 Mark I. And every new camera since has also been getting the Digic X image processor. But each new camera didn't just get the same Digic X image processor. It got a revision with performance updates, along with an expanded instruction set. And Andrea goes further. So a new sensor, not the same Sony a7 IV sensor. The sensor is much faster and would give us all the things we would want from a new camera. I'm just waiting for a final confirmation from a third source. And for those of you that follow Andrea Pizzini, you know he loves to get things triple validated. Now, every now and then he gets something completely wrong, but the key thing to notice is if you follow Andrea Pizzini, if he doesn't say it's validated or comes from a trusted source, look for the words wild rumors. And wild rumors is just something somebody threw in there. He's putting it out there for entertainment, but don't take it literally. Anyhow, Andrea also confirmed the exact date and time of the announcement. The Sony a7 V is going to be a great camera when it's announced on December the 2nd at 2:30 London time. That's 9:30 a.m. in the morning, Toronto and New York time. And you remember when I told you in a previous video when I predicted that Sony would have some sort of differentiating feature in the a7 V that would set it apart from the a7 IV? Well, Andrea teased about this as well. There's also a unique feature on the Sony a7 V that we've never seen before on a Sony full-frame camera. It's some controversial feature, a new thing that Sony will introduce. It's controversial because some might think it's, well, a stupid idea. So there you go. We're getting a stupid idea. No, I'm just teasing. It's just what Andrea thinks that some might think. Well, what we're getting now is things are slowly leaking out. We're slowly getting confirmation. And this video highlights 3 significant points. Number 1, the sensor is a 33 megapixel full-frame sensor, a completely new redesigned sensor, not a copy of the a7 IV. A whole new sensor with a faster throughput and a new photoelectric conversion system. And 2, the announcement takes place December the 2nd at 9:30 in the morning, Toronto and New York time. And number 3, we are indeed getting a new feature that sets the a7 V apart from the a7 IV and other full-frame cameras that some might think is a stupid idea. I really hope it's not as pointless as Canon's AI upscaling that they introduced in the R5 Mark II. A totally hideous feature that I won't even bother using. I suspect more is going to leak out very soon, and if you've overheard anything that you can share with us, that you can share with our viewers, please email me at simondayates@gmail.com so I can share it with my viewers. And if you're interested in pre-ordering the Sony a7 V, when the embargo is lifted, early December, and what I'm hearing is that we won't, at least in the United States, we won't have to wait the customary 24 hours. Fingers crossed on that. Hopefully that's the case. I probably won't know until within 24 hours of the announcement. So again, the embargo will be lifted, most likely December the 2nd, but it could be December the 3rd, depending on where you are in the world. And again, please use our smart pre-order links, these guys right here, for B&H and Adorama in the United States, Wex Photo and Video in the United Kingdom, and Photoca in Europe. Thanks so much for your help. With each purchase, we get a small commission back, which really does help keep the lights on and helps us avoid those minute-plus long sponsorships. And it really does mean an awful lot to me. Thank you so much for those of you that have used my links in the past. For all of you that used it to purchase the Canon EOS R6 Mark II, Mark III, from our live stream a couple of weeks ago. It means an awful lot to me, guys. And for those of you kind of on the fence as to whether to use them or not, you pay the same price. It doesn't cost you anything extra. There's no gotchas. We just get a small commission back from the retailer for bringing you to them. So if you do use that, again, thanks a lot. It means an awful lot to us. Keeps me in this chair, keeps me searching and hunting down and recording multiple videos on a single day. This is my second video recording today. What day is it? Yeah, this one's coming out Sunday, which is tomorrow. And I recorded one before this, which is coming out, let's see. Yes, that's coming out most likely Monday. Anyhow, another thing I want to draw your attention to is, well, deals. Doesn't matter where you are in the world today, Canon has got some pretty significant discounts. Not just Canon, but Nikon, Panasonic, and Sony. I'm just going to walk you through a few of them. Deals include the Nikon Z8 at $34.96, the Canon EOS R5, the Mark I, $27.99, the Mark II, $38.99, the GH7, $17.97. And there are many other great sales out there on lenses, on other camera bodies. There's just way too many to list off. And I know if you're a geek like me, you'll just be happy to go to those retailers and check out the deals. And you'll be in a situation like I am. I'm trying to figure out whether to buy the RF 10 to 20 millimeter. Yep, 10 to 20 millimeter. It's $400 off. And the 15 to 35 millimeter f2.8, also $400 off. So I'm having trouble making my decision. Anyhow, thank you for those of you that have used my links in the past. It's very much appreciated. And thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Cheers. We'll see you again soon, most likely very soon. Bye-bye now.